Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the pixelated, pulsating world of Geometry Dash. For the uninitiated, Geometry Dash is a rhythm-based platformer where you navigate a series of treacherous obstacles, all while synchronized to catchy electronic music. It's a game that tests your reflexes, your timing, and your patience, often all at once. Geometry Dash is known for its intense difficulty and addictive gameplay. Players control various forms, from a simple square to a nimble spaceship, each with unique mechanics. The game's appeal lies in its simplicity. You jump, you fly, you die a lot. But with each attempt you learn the level, inching closer to that sweet, sweet victory. The game has garnered a massive following since its release, spawning countless levels created by players themselves. This user-generated content is a cornerstone of Geometry Dash's longevity, offering endless challenges and creative expressions of the game's mechanics. However, not all content is created equal, and that brings us to the main topic of today's discussion, Geometry Dash map packs. So, what are these map packs we speak of? They are essentially curated collections of levels pre-packaged within the game itself. Think of them as official expansions, offering a taste of different creators and level design philosophies. Introduced early in the game's life, they were intended to provide a more guided experience for players, showcasing high-quality levels and offering a break from the often chaotic world of user-generated content. The first few map packs were met with enthusiasm, introducing players to new styles and challenges. They were a simpler time, a time of less demanding gameplay and, dare I say, more forgiving difficulty curves. But as the game evolved, so too did player expectations. New updates brought new mechanics, new visual styles, and a whole new level of difficulty. And while the main game kept pace with these advancements, the map packs remained largely untouched, frozen in time like a pixelated fly in amber.
This brings us to the first and perhaps most glaring problem with map packs, the quality of levels within them. Now, I understand that level design is subjective, and what one player finds enjoyable, another might find frustrating. However, there's a certain baseline of quality that one expects from officially included content, a baseline that many map packs simply fail to meet. Some levels feel rushed, lacking the polish and finesse of their standalone counterparts. Others are plagued by awkward gameplay, with poorly placed obstacles and rhythms that clash with the music rather than complement it. And don't even get me started on the infamous auto levels, where the game practically plays itself, offering little challenge or engagement. These low-quality levels not only detract from the overall experience, but also create a misleading impression of what Geometry Dash has to offer. New players especially might be turned off by these subpar experiences, missing out on the true depth and creativity that the game possesses.
Further compounding the issue of quality is the problem of outdated design. As Geometry Dash has evolved, so too have the tools and techniques used to create levels. New gameplay mechanics, visual effects, and decorative elements have expanded the possibilities of what a Geometry Dash level can be. However, the map packs remain stubbornly anchored to the past, trapped in a time capsule of outdated design sensibilities. Many levels lack the visual flair and dynamic gameplay of their modern counterparts. Remember, we're talking about levels designed in an era before the iconic wave, spider, and robot game modes were even a twinkle in Rob Top's eye. Playing through these older levels feels like stepping back in time, a nostalgic experience perhaps, but not one that reflects the current state of the game. This antiquated design extends beyond just aesthetics. The gameplay itself often feels clunky and unrefined compared to the fluid and inventive levels found elsewhere in the game. It's like trying to play a modern shooter with the controls of a bygone era. Functional perhaps, but far from ideal.
Section 5. Walls of difficulty, accessibility, and frustration. This brings us to another significant issue with map packs, their often unforgiving difficulty. Now, Geometry Dash is no stranger to challenge. It's practically baked into the game's DNA. However, there's a difference between challenging and downright unfair, a distinction that some map packs seem to blur. Many of these levels throw players headfirst into the deep end, demanding pixel-perfect precision and lightning-fast reflexes right off the bat. This difficulty spike can be incredibly frustrating, especially for newer players still grappling with the game's core mechanics. It's like asking someone to run a marathon before they've even learned to walk. This lack of accessibility creates a significant barrier to entry, potentially discouraging players from exploring the wider world of Geometry Dash. It also reinforces a rather unfortunate stereotype about the game, that it's all about impossible challenges and rage-inducing difficulty.
Section 6. A mixed bag of jump scares, inconsistent quality. Another issue that plagues the map packs is their inconsistency. Unlike the main levels, which generally follow a more curated and progressive difficulty curve, map packs often feel like a mixed bag of whatever levels happen to be available. This lack of cohesion results in a disjointed and uneven experience, with moments of brilliance interspersed with stretches of mediocrity or worse. One level might be a meticulously crafted masterpiece, showcasing the creative potential of the game's mechanics. The very next level, however, could be a frustrating slog through poorly designed obstacles and uninspired gameplay. It's like watching a film where the director seemingly changed every 5 minutes, each with their own drastically different vision. This inconsistency makes it difficult to recommend map packs wholeheartedly. There's always the caveat that for every hidden gem, there's an equal chance of encountering a level that leaves you questioning the developer's sanity.
Section 7. Lost in the Shadows, standalone levels deserve better. Perhaps the most tragic consequence of the map pack situation is the way it overshadows the incredible wealth of high-quality standalone levels created by the Geometry Dash community. For every mediocre map pack level, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of exceptional player-created levels just waiting to be discovered. These standalone levels often push the boundaries of creativity and gameplay, showcasing the true potential of Geometry Dash as a platform for innovation, yet they languish in relative obscurity, overshadowed by the officially sanctioned, yet often inferior content of the map packs. It's a classic case of the tail wagging the dog. The map packs, initially intended to highlight the best of what Geometry Dash had to offer, now serve as a barrier, obscuring the true gems that lie within the community-created content.
Section 8. Out with the old time to update or remove. So, what's the solution to this map pack predicament? Well, there are two main options, both with their own merits. The first and perhaps most drastic solution is simple. Remove the map packs entirely. This might seem radical, but hear me out. By removing the map packs, RobTop would essentially be ripping off the proverbial band-aid, forcing players to engage with the vast library of community-created levels. This would level the playing field, so to speak, giving equal visibility to all levels, regardless of their official status. It would also free RobTop from the burden of maintaining and updating content that, frankly, might not be worth the effort. The second option, while less drastic, is still a significant undertaking. Update the map packs to meet modern standards. This would involve a complete overhaul of the existing levels, bringing them up to par with the visual fidelity, gameplay mechanics, and difficulty expectations of the current game. It's a monumental task, to be sure, but one that would breathe new life into these aging levels and provide a more cohesive and enjoyable experience for players.
Section 9. A new era of dashing alternative solutions. Of course, removing or updating the map packs is just one part of the equation. To truly elevate the quality of content in Geometry Dash, alternative solutions are needed. One such solution could be implementing a more robust level rating system, allowing players to more effectively curate and discover high-quality levels. Imagine a system that takes into account not just the level's difficulty, but also its originality, design, and overall enjoyment factor. This would allow players to filter out the noise and focus on the truly exceptional content that Geometry Dash has to offer. Another solution could be to implement a system similar to Super Mario Maker's levels, where select community-created levels are officially recognized and promoted within the game. This would give talented creators a platform to showcase their work, while also providing players with a curated selection of high-quality levels to enjoy.
Section 10. Join the revolution, a call to action for 2025. The time for change is now. The Geometry Dash community deserves better than to be held back by outdated and often subpar map packs. Whether it's through removal, complete overhaul, or the introduction of new systems to highlight quality content, action must be taken. So I call upon you, the Geometry Dash community, to make your voices heard. Let RobTop know that you demand better, that you crave a Geometry Dash experience where quality reigns supreme. Share this video, leave a comment, start a petition, do whatever it takes to bring attention to this issue. Let's make 2025 the year of the Geometry Dash content revolution. Together, we can shape the future of this incredible game and ensure that all players, from seasoned veterans to wide-eyed newcomers, can experience the joy, the challenge, and the sheer creative brilliance that Geometry Dash has to offer.
Section 11. Dashing Off Conclusion. Thank you all for joining me on this deep dive into the world of Geometry Dash map packs. Remember, this isn't about bashing the game or its creator, but rather about advocating for a better, more enjoyable experience for everyone. Until next time, keep dashing, keep creating, and never stop pushing the limits of what's possible in the world of Geometry Dash.